I've actually never landed on a dirt strip before, so this will be a little bit of an adventure, but
I believe in you.
I've landed my airplane about 500 times, but I've never landed or taken off on dirt. I wasn't sure if it was the best idea for my first time to be on a remote strip in Mexico, but the closest runway to the whale watching boats is a convenient dirt strip right on the water. With my focus on landing, I was surprised with some of the challenges in taking back off. The weekend was set up to be an amazing adventure. We had a group of Flying Monkey Patreon members plan to fly down and meet up in Loreto, Mexico. So we flew from Los Angeles across the Mexican border.
I'm at 631 Bravo Whiskey, radar service clearance squawk, maintain the proper code, and your exchange is approved. Have a great day.
okay, we'll squawk the code we're given by flight service 118.2 for Mexicali 1 Bravo Whiskey. Mexicali approach, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey. We departed Whiteman Whiskey Hotel Papa. Our destination is San Felipe, or 6 miles north of the border, 10 miles west of Calexico at 7,500.
631 Bravo Whiskey. Once in the Mexican side of the border, activate squad 1205, and just give me a call when enter to the Mexican side.
Mexicali approach, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey. We are crossing the border 10 miles west of Calexico.
And landed at San Felipe to clear customs and fuel up for the second leg of the trip.
No, normally they're like, you have to be in that circle. So the immigration and customs went pretty well off to Laredo. So today's Friday, fly in Friday, and then Saturday, hop over, go whale watching, fly back in the afternoon. Same thing Sunday, and then come back Monday.
We battled a stiff headwind on the way down and some crosswinds landing Laredo. I came in a little high, but Laredo's got a nice long runway. But after a full day of flying, we checked into our Airbnb in Laredo Bay. Check out the Airbnb in Laredo.
I think that this is a masterpiece. His name is Fred. I've just named him Fred.
Our casita was comfortable, and most importantly to the teenagers, had decent Wi-Fi. When we travel, we're always careful with online security. And thanks to the sponsor of this video, NordVPN, we can get online protection with a single click. We've been using NordVPN for over a year. It's a virtual private network that encrypts all of your online activity, making it private. It comes with threat protection, which protects against malicious activity like phishing attacks, malicious websites, and malware. We can also choose to connect to a NordVPN server in any country and access our favorite content that would normally be unavailable when out of our home region. Use my link nordvpn.com/flyingmonkey to get an exclusive NordVPN deal. To commemorate NordVPN's 11th birthday, for a limited time, every 2-year plan will receive an additional month for free. It's risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Good morning, it is whale watching day. Let's go flying. We coordinated our group of 17 people, 3 planes, and 1 car to meet up at the airport. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Oh, super excited.
I'm excited too. You're getting fuel, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, I'm about to taxi over there too. I was energized with nervous anticipation for this adventurous flight and the possibility of getting close to the gray whales.
So this says it's 4,500 feet, but
It
it
is.
seems from reports that there's not 4,500 usable, right? Or is it?
I think there is, and it's compacted seashells.
Oh,
it's
right
plenty
on.
long.
Okay.
This thing he said to watch out for is the runway markers at the end are in red. They're raised up.
Yeah.
So land after those, and then if you're going to taxi over them, you have to go really slow.
So instead of going air to air, we'll just switch over to 122.8
Talk on that if we need to.
after he kicks us loose.
I think we're going to circle and take a look at it even after you land, and we'll listen for your call on the handheld. We filed our paper flight plan, got the required stamps, and we're ready to depart.
You are clear for runway 16, wind calm, and report 15 miles.
Okay, clear for takeoff, runway 16. We'll report 15 miles, 631 Bravo Whiskey. Wow, look at this, you guys. Awesome views. Today we got special guests. We know Poppins and Goomba. We got Nicole. We got Carly back there. And birthday boy Elijah. Say what's up, Elijah.
Elijah, that's where you guys are staying, is down there. That's Laredo Bay.
It's a 40-minute flight from here.
We're crossing over to the other side of the land, so we're going to see a different ocean than the one that we saw before. Oh.
You see these mountains over here? We're going to find a little pass by a road and kind of cut through the mountains to the other side of the Baja Peninsula. And we're going to land on this dirt strip. I've actually never landed on a dirt strip before, so this will be a little bit of an adventure, but
I believe in you.
Thank you. Loreto Tower, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is 15 miles south of the airport.
631 Bravo Whiskey, 122.8 in Unicum, good flight.
Okay, thank you very much.
One super fun thing about flying in Baja is that there is almost no other air traffic at GA altitudes, so it's very quiet airspace and radios.
Puerto Rodolfo, Unicom, November 631 Bravo Whiskey. John, Michael?
Hey, Eric, this is John. I got a little bit of light precipitation right about where you are.
I think we're just going to cross here at about 5,000.
Copy that. Yeah, we're 9 miles out and should be landing soon. Like, I'm not seeing any smoke, and I think there's probably just light to no wind on the ground, so I'll probably be landing 2-8.
Okay, we'll plan on 2-8 also. This is really cool.
Thanks for letting us tag along with you.
This is why we got 6 seats. It's cool. I can see Michael over here on the ADSB. He's 8 miles behind us. Hey, John, if I don't hear from you after you land, I'll do a low pass. But if you give me a good report, I think I'll just enter left traffic and land like you do.
Copy, yeah. It's wet in the parking area and looks like a couple jam spots midfield, but I'll let you know in a bit.
Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, John is turning final, so he should give us a report about this runway pretty soon.
1093 X-rays on the runway. 28 Lopez Mateos. Runway's in good shape, guys. The darker spots aren't even wet, and winds are, I would say, light variable. If anything, windsock is limp.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much. So we'll do a little soft field landing, which means I keep a little more power in and I hold the back pressure and try to hold the nose wheel off as long as possible and not apply too much brake pressure. I think that is the runway right there. Lopez Mateos traffic, November 631 Bravo Whiskey is just a mile north of the airport. We're crossing north to south midfield overhead, and we're going to enter a left downwind runway 28, Lopez Mateos. Okay, yeah, I see the parking area on the end there. Looking at the runway.
See John's airplane.
Lopez Mateos traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is entering a left downwind runway 28, Lopez Mateos. Everybody got their seatbelts fastened? Your legs are in the right position. Lopez Mateos traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is turning final.
Pull up.
Runway
Terrain
28,
ahead.
Lopez
Pull
Mateos.
up.
With a plane full of passengers, but oblivious to the dance party and back, I was feeling the pressure to make my first soft field landing a good one.
Lopez Mateos traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is short final. Runway 28, Lopez Mateos.
Lopez Mateos traffic, Skyline 30 Mike Echo, about a mile to the east of the field. It's going to be overflying, entering left pattern, left traffic for 28, Lopez Mateos.
All right, that was great.
Nice, dude.
Put that wheel off pretty good.
Touchdown, Eric.
You can do
What do you
it.
think?
And that was really fun, you guys. I was definitely nervous, but it was really fun.
I did not like that at all.
I felt pretty good about the landing, but I failed to consider the challenges I'd face a little later in negotiating the taxi and takeoff from this runway. Before we get to that, let's go whale watching. With all 3 planes safely on the ground, we walked over to the whale watching boat dock.
Let me see that hat. You're repping the monkey gear. I love it.
These small whale watching boats make for a unique experience, and 2 hours of whale watching is about $40 per person. Gray whales migrate every year all the way from Alaska to come to this special place off the coast of Mexico to mate, and then 13 months later give birth to their young in the same place. It's a 14,000-mile round trip, and somehow they manage to find the same spot year after year. No GPS, no VORs, just pure instinct. After some time spotting them from afar, they eventually came closer. Oh, wow, beautiful. We watched the babies and mothers swim together, and the bond between them was obvious. I couldn't help but feel a connection to these magnificent creatures while we got just a small peek into their world.
Did you see the tail?
After a while, we were treated to an incredible encounter.
I saw the eye. Touch it!
Go, Ginny.
I think go to the other side as well.
In these moments, these are why we make the effort.
Yes! We got sprayed.
All the planning, training, and overcoming of challenges are for this.
Oh, it's high.
For them.
Look at that one. Oh, you guys.
For these memories.
What'd you think, Robert?
That was amazing.
Yeah. Did your kids like it?
Oh, they had a blast.
Back at the airplanes, we loaded up
Yeah, I think so.
to head back to Laredo before sunset.
Lopez Mateos traffic, November 631 Bravo Whiskey is back taxiing. Wind 28.
In all the excitement of the soft field landing and whale watching, I hadn't thought too much about the takeoff. I was worried about taxiing over the raised concrete pad I mentioned earlier. With plenty of runway, I thought I could just turn around before reaching it, but wasn't sure I could make the turnaround on the narrow runway without slowing to an almost stop,
I want to be able to turn around.
which would cause me to have to use a lot of power and possibly nick up the prop. So I decided to taxi over the concrete to the large turnaround area. But what I didn't count on was the soft, deeper sand on the side of the runway.
Like some dirt right here, I think I'm not gonna.
I could feel the plane getting bogged down and just tried to keep it moving without adding excessive power. I made the turnaround and had to taxi back over the pad. Once clear of the pad, I rolled right into takeoff, holding the back pressure to get the nose wheel off the ground as soon as possible, and accelerating in ground effect. I stayed low to get a good view of the water and for John's camera.
There's a whale. Do you see it? Right up there. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for coming along on this amazing trip with us.